and no accident formed against me shall prosper ever again. Because what? One thing that I do really well lately are my installs. Cause what? Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are seeing this face for the first time, my name is Usimpiwe Wagwambele, and I hope by the end of this video I will definitely see you on my subscribed list. And if you're returning subby, thank you so much for joining me once again, and I love you guys so much. Okay, like I'm obsessed. Okay, I'm obsessed. One thing I do well is install my hair lately. Anyway, I am here because I've been saying to you guys that I am gonna do like a story time. Like I am gonna do like a story time on when I got involved in an accident. And that video has been going on and on and on and on TikTok. So I was like, you know what, let me do this story time, and then also just to highlight on some of the comments that were on that video on TikTok. Not all of them, some of them, I think like 3-4 nyana, because other comments are like motivational comments, like to say, yeah, God, you know, God had bigger plans. You know, if you guys want to see more of those comments, you can just go onto my TikTok. I will leave my TikTok handle in the description box. Oh, all right, so let's get into the story time, guys. Please, I can't look there. I want to see myself. Like, I want to see how cute I look. Anyway, okay, so on the, what was the date? It was the day of my interview on the 7th. On the 2nd. 5. No, on the 5th, I think. Okay, I don't remember the date. I will write it down. No? I'll write it on the screen. Why is my phone stand still? So on that day, I was called for an interview, and I went for an interview. Like, my interview was scheduled for that day, right? Shapo, I wake up in the morning, I prepare. You guys saw my vlog. If you haven't seen that vlog, please go and catch up. I beg, go and catch up. I was ready, and yeah, I was ready and heading to my interview. When I get to town, right, ngiyangena eteksini ngihlala phambili. So no, yini ngigijima kangaka ngathi khona ungijahile. When I'm in a taxi heading to town from Soweto Valley, from my uncle's place, I'm heading to town. On our way to town, like that taxi, we almost had 2 accidents with that taxi, né? But I was just like, you know, it happens, Mosuguti taxi, you know, sharp. And you know, our drivers in the morning, they do not have patience. Like, you guys know the struggle of using a taxi. My phone keeps moving. Sharp. And then when we get to town, I get to a taxi, Rosebank. I get into the taxi, ngena phambili. So you know, a front seat, ne? It's a driver. Then it's a driver, and then and then it's another passenger. So 2 passengers, no driver. So mina ngingene kulesi siphakathi nendawo, then there's a lady next to me. Sharp, we drive. And then when we get to the robot before where we got the accident, Losi said like she gets off. And then when she gets off, I move to the seat where she was sitting. So right by the door. So if you can watch that video very well, you'll see that it takes it right at the door. I move to that seat. I sit there. The next robot, right after when this lady has gotten off, the next robot, the robots were not working. Yeah? So the car, according to the driver, right, the car in front of us was supposed to, okay, the car in front of us was supposed to, bekumele kuhambe the car in front of us, yabo. So according to the driver, akabriganga, like he did not hit the brakes because the car in front of us was supposed to not stop that long at that time. So sangena emumva kwale moto lebe phambi kwethu, and that car drove off. And then sangena emumva kwayo, and then it hit the door of, like, I'm gonna try and zoom in from the video and put some pictures on the screen. So it hit the door that I was sitting on. So that's the only place where I was sitting. Even the driver did not get anything. Like on the driver's side, it was okay. It was just on my side. So umnyango, guys, like the door angazi kwenzakaleni, and then the windscreen also came off, but no glasses hit me, like nothing, like I had no glasses, whatever. I'm gonna show you guys a video of a scar that I have because a dashboard moved, and that's where I got hit, like on my legs, you know. And according to the guys who were like asking, and I was like, it's me. And they're like, are you not hurt? You know, it dashboard could really hurt you. Are you not hurt? I'm like, no, I'm fine. At that time, there was no swelling or whatever, but I could feel like ngishayekile, yabo. And they're like, no, we must rush you to the hospital. And in my head, I'm just like, I'm okay, you know. And I think maybe to them, they were like, you cannot be okay if you came out of that, you know, of that door. So when the car hit, I was just like, oh, and then I moved my legs, right? So instead of screaming and shouting and crying and whatever, I was just worshiping God. I remember in that moment, I had just listened to a song on my phone on my way to town. So that song kept on playing in my head. So even when the accident happened, that song kept on playing. So I was just singing. And everyone in the text was like, all right, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like people who were not sitting where I was sitting were actually stressed on my behalf because they were like, why is this girl so okay? Because girl, you just got hurt, you know. But I was like, nah, I'm fine. And then I jumped to the back seat, and then an ambulance came. When the ambulance came, bang check, am I fine? They touched my leg where I got hit, right? And this lady advised Uguti I must get like over-the-counter pills because if I was badly hurt, I was not even gonna allow them to even touch me because them touching me, it would make me hurt. Like I would scream my lungs out. So meaning I'm not that hurt because I can even walk on my leg. Like I walked after the accident. I went to go reschedule my interview, right? And then my cousin fetched me. I was walking around going to get food. Like nothing happened, but I was limping because, you know, yeah. And then that's about it, guys. But I did not get hurt. You know, I did not get hurt. I'll show you guys. I'll try and take a picture of the like Futmanji. It has faded away. It was just a black like I was just black and swollen on a part of my leg, and then also on my other leg because I got hurt kancane corn. And then yeah, so it wasn't that bad. Like people are like, "Are you okay?" Because they sing how bad the taxi was, but like, girl was fine. Girl was okay. All right. And then some of the comments that were on TikTok, one person said, "Did you survive? What about the interview?" So, about the interview, I sent an email to the lady who was supposed to interview me, and I told her I just got into an accident. And then she was like, "Okay, just keep me updated," right? So instead of me sending another email, I actually went there because I was already close, right? My cousin picked me up. We went there. I rescheduled the interview for Wednesday because I got the accident on the Monday, right? So I rescheduled the interview, and the girl survived. The girl is good. Oh, cool. And then someone else said, "Next time, don't tell anyone where you are going. Some things are spiritual." Guys, we all know, man. When you're going for an interview, you don't just tell everyone and anyone, "Yeah, I got invited for an interview," and all of that. And for me, my interview was over the phone first while I was at Newcastle before I had to physically come. I did assessments. I had an interview over the phone, and then I did assessments on my phone. And then, if you go past that stage of passing your assessment, like obvious, then you get called for like an actual interview where you go face to face, right? So I didn't tell anyone. Like, it was just my mom and my cousin who fetched me during the accident, who knew about the interview, right? We all know, guys, when, like, I think we've learned the hard way to say empilweni, sometimes when things happen for you, ungakhulumi until it is done. That's what I believe now. That's what I do now. Angisakhuluma, ngisasho next. Abantu sebebona ngo surprise. Thank you, God. Surprise. Because I've learned to go to, when I share, even with like boyfriend, guys. No one would sing his just even with like boyfriends, I would share. I met this guy. Because I'm excited. He works Kupi, he does this, he does that, he does this at our first date, wara. And then after Lapukuti, guy vanishes, and I'm just like, what the heck just happened? So some things you learn the hard way, to just say, just keep your mouth shut. Let everything happen on its own, and then when it's done and you've got confirmation of the thing, then you can start talking about it. And then someone else said, "Hope you got the job." Definitely I got the job. I nailed that interview. Besides the fact that that lady knew I was in an accident, that interview, I nailed it. And that job, guys, was mine. Like, I knew that God was preparing me for that job. Because okay, you'll see as time goes what I mean. Okay. And then someone else said, "I had 3 accidents." Okay, they had 3 accidents and survived, but the anxiety and stress they have now is on another level. I think I also do have times where I see, when I can see ukuthi le I have that thing of, oh my God, I don't want to be in an accident. But ngisahlala front seat, and when that thing comes, oh my God, may it not be an accident, I just pray that God, no, you did not give me the spirit of fear. You gave me a spirit of power, a sound mind, and love, and I'm not gonna be fearful, please. And then lastly, someone else said, "Who did you tell when going for an interview?" Okay, it's the same thing as that other one, so that's what happened, guys, but I'm fine. I think also through that accident, I did say to you guys that I'm going through a phase, a change in my life, that if I explain it to you guys won't understand, you know, until it happens to you or it has happened to you, then you'll understand. You know? But it was a moment for me to see that the phase or the decision that I made, I did not make a wrong decision. God is always with me, and I saw His power more than anything during that accident. So, you know, omunye umuntu angathi yeah abantu abakufisela into enhle or the enemy whatever. Even when you read the word of God, it does not say life will be smooth, everything will flow, nothing will go wrong. We will have trials and tribulations, we will have challenges, but we will overcome them. And at that time, I overcame that accident, and no accident formed against me shall prosper ever again. Because what? I've never been in an accident. Me, my 29-year-old mother, I've never been in an accident. This was my first accident. So yeah, but I did not go to the hospital. It was not no, it was not like that. So yeah, that's my short story time. And like I said, if you guys want to see more of the comments, because a lot of people did comment also about their experiences, please do go to my TikTok and watch that video, and don't forget to follow me also. And yeah, man, I love my install. Did I not nail my install, guys? Did I not nail it? And I just did this with an is it an airbrush? That's also a hair dryer. It's a hair dryer, but it's a brush. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.